We're going to examine in this video now what's called the secondary structure of a protein. Recall from previous videos that there are 4 levels of protein structure that we're considering. The primary structure that was examined last was the unique amino acid sequence of a particular polypeptide. The secondary structure is going to involve folding of the primary structure that's related to the chemistry of the backbone of the polypeptide itself. So if we look at where we ended the last video, and I'm going to stop using molecular diagrams here just to keep this simple because we're dealing with extremely complex molecules, and this is going to be visually much easier for you to follow if we really simplify it. The names of the amino acids really aren't relevant to us for the secondary structure, so I'm going to just make all of our amino acids here look the same, and I want to pan back a little bit so we can take a look at this primary structure that's in front of us. So here's our primary structure. We have about 15 amino acids going on here, and as we look into the secondary structure, what you're going to see happen is three-dimensional folding of that primary structure. Characteristic folding of the primary structure into standard conformational shapes is the secondary structure. And what's holding together this characteristic shape is hydrogen bonds associated with the backbone of the protein, the amino carboxyl backbone. We're not yet dealing with the side chains. If we want to simplify this diagram a little bit, and this is done frequently because, again, these are really complex molecules, we can transform this into a ribbon diagram. And you can see we have a helical spiral going on here. You'll notice in the language it talks about standard conformations. There are 2 very frequently talked about standard conformations in the secondary structure. One of them is this spiraling, what's called an alpha helix. And besides the alpha helix, we also see some back and forth folding structures called beta pleated sheets. Both the alpha helix and the beta sheet are held together by hydrogen bonds associated with the backbone of the polypeptide itself. And so literally what we have in the secondary structure is folding of the primary structure held together by hydrogen bonding to get the protein into a little bit more of an organized shape. So far we have the unique sequence of amino acids being the primary, folding associated with backbone hydrogen bonds into alpha helices and beta sheets for the secondary. And in the next video, we'll look at the additional folding that leads to the tertiary structure.